Well, if you were at Saturday's lighted Christmas parade in Rockton Saturday evening, you probably saw some familiar faces. That was Mark Henderson. Here comes Andy Gannon. People lined the streets to watch dozens of floats make their way through downtown Rockton. There's Kaylee driving. The parade is part of the village's annual Christmas walk, which started almost 40 years ago.